All right, what's up? What's good, y'all? So I'm gonna get right into it about how I made 13% on my prop firm account. So I made about 3,300 on this off this one trade. So I'm gonna show y'all. It's just a four-step strategy, real simple. And before I show y'all, I'm just basically show y'all the gist of my strategy before I get on the actual price action. So this is basically my strategy. These four steps right here. So a breakdown of what they look like is number one, the higher time frame breaker structure. So for a buy, as I did over here, I wanted to be go up, make a higher high, a higher low, and then make another higher high. That's breaker structure, obviously. So, and then the step two, I wanted to the higher time frame to test my supply and demand zone. So let's just say I had a a demand zone right here, and the price comes down, test it, and then that's why I'm looking to enter my trade at, and then I need a lower time frame reversal. So I'm a swing trader, so I really base my trades off a higher time frame. So say like if this happened on the 4 hour, if I drop down to the 5 minute, this pullback on the 4 hour is going to be a downtrend on the 5 minute time frame. So price is going to be looking like basically like this. And what I want to happen is I want price to break this high, and basically create a reversal pattern. So that's ugly, but you get the gist of it. So that's my third step, and then my last step, I use a buy limit or a sell limit. I don't do market execution. So now let me get into my exact strategy. So I'm gonna do bar replay for y'all because I took this trade last week. So bar replay about I'm gonna do it about right here. All right, so move this out the way. All right, so I'm gonna start on the daily. So I use my daily time frame to draw my 4 hour structure. So you can see price made a high, a low, and then a higher high. So price broke this structure right here. We just labeled it a breaker structure. So we broke that structure. So that's my first step. The second step, I'm looking for price to test my higher time frame supply demand zone. So in this instance, since we're looking for a bullish move, we're looking for a demand zone. So I drop down to my 4 hour. And the thing that I forgot to add on there, I look for my supply and demand zones under a 50% mark. So I just used the Fibonacci, put it from the low to the high to mark out my 50. So obviously this is my 50. And then I just use for this trade in particular, I use this last sell candle that was under the 50% mark. And let me change the color so you can see it clearly. Let me do this. All right, and let me go back to the bar replay. All right, all right. So look, so same thing, high, low, price broke structure, and I'm looking for price to retest a demand zone under the 50%. So I use this sell candle that's under 50%. I could have used this one. I mean, it really didn't make a difference, but this the one that at the time of the trade, this the one that I spotted first. And so I went with this one and I just dragged it across. And so now what I did, I'm just sitting on my hands waiting for price to come and retest this zone. So let me go and press play. All right, boom. So price retested. Once price does retest the zone, actually might drop to a lower time frame. So once price does retest the zone, that's when I drop to my lower time frame to look at the structure so I can find my reversal, which is the third step. So the same way how I use my daily time frame to mark off my 4 hour structure, I use my 15 minute to mark off my 5 minute structure. And so I entered this trade on the 5 minute time frame. So just press play. All right, look. So price is obviously in the downtrend on the lower time frame. It's the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So it's in a downtrend. So now I'm looking for a breaker structure on my lower time frame so that I can enter. So just press play. It made another lower high, lower low, broke structure, and then it made a little small pullback. So price structure is looking like this, broke structure, and then it made a little pullback. So once this reversal pattern happened, it's not a clear it's not clear evidence that price is going to head in the bullish direction, but it's the start of a reversal. Now, if it would have broke structure, made a higher low, and then made a higher high, then it would have been a confirmation that it's going bullish. But I entered off of this first breaker structure, so drop to the 5 minutes so you can see it more clearly. It's the low, lower high, lower low, and then this is the breaker structure to create a new high. So once it broke, now the same thing, I'll look for price to retest my demand level on my lower time frame, which is the the third step, the breaker structure, and then I want price to retest for my entry. So I mean my fourth step, I'm tripping. The the breaker structure is my third step, and the fourth step is price retesting my demand zone for my entry. So what I used was this candle. I think it was this candle. I think I probably used the whole move. So just this whole move for my demand zone, starting from this bearish, this first bearish candle going down to break structure. This I use this whole move, and if I press play, you can see price. It already retested. This the breaker structure. It retested, and then it just took off. So on this trade, I made about 13%, I believe, a little over 13%. So I had my stops right below, somewhere around here, and then my take profit was the 4 hour zone, the 4 hour highs. So I didn't put it all the way because it was wicking right here and then it just spiked up. So I just left it right here to be safe, I believe. Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, right here at this high point. So nine pip stop loss, 126 pip take profit, and but the pips really don't matter about the like for the take profit. But if I got a small stop loss and I'm hitting like 70, 80, 90, 100 pips, my risk to reward is going to be very, very high. So I look for a 1 to 3 minimum. So a 1 to 13, that's like, you know what I'm saying, way above what I'm looking for. So I'm more than satisfied with this trade. And so with this trade, as a matter of fact, let me just play it out first. Uh, you see, it just went all the way into profit and smacked my TP and went a little bit higher. I could have targeted higher, but I wasn't. I didn't want to be greedy. So I risked 1% on this trade and obviously made 13% back. And on the challenge, I was 4% in drawdown. So this one trade made up for my losses and put me in profit. And so I'm about uh I'm about $300 in drawdown right now. So $300 I'm gonna pass phase one, and then in the phase two it'll be up I think it's 8%. I mean not 8%, 4% for phase two, and then complete that and then I'll be done. So